And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another round of the IIRL league racing series. This is our no assist tier, and we are back tonight for round 5 of the season out of 13. And this race is Silverstone, as you can very well see. Yo, Ethan, what's up, man? I've been doing good, man. How about you? Hope you're looking forward to tonight. Uh, we are back for Silverstone. It's round 5. We're back with I don't know if I can't remember if we had it last week, but it is full qualifying again. So we have full qualifying round what will be a lot of these drivers' home tracks, I imagine. So they will definitely be looking forward to a good race. So we have, I think it's 17 drivers. Oh, that's good, Ethan. I hope you make it as well. I hope you've been putting the good old practice in as if British fashion. It is raining for Q1, and I very well hope that it is not raining for the entirety of the race. I mean, Ethan, in a technicality, it's the Great British Grand Prix, and as someone who went to university in Wales, unfortunately, it's still part of Great Britain. It doesn't have its independence, so technically it is a home race because it's the Great British and not the English Grand Prix. If it was the English Grand Prix, then you'd have a total argument there, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Hey up, love. What's up, David, my man? How you doing? Welcome back to another race. It's raining Q1, Q2, and Q2 and Q3. Oh my! This is going to be. You're also. have you been on track, David, or are you or is it actually raining? Because that would be funny either way. But so our first driver out on track for this wet Q1 is I think he's a debutant in Tier Full Steel, and as I said, if Steely joins the stream tonight, he has a new Steel rivalry. Forget the Steel City Derby for all those football fans out there. You now have the Steely Derby. You've been coaching, and it's been raining. Oh, bless, man. Just welcome to England, UK, wherever. So I doubt a lot of these drivers will have had practice in the wet, even though they probably should have, knowing that it probably would rain. Ethan, what's the weather looking like for the race? Any changes there? David, you'll also be glad to know I have got a full water bottle, so I'm ready to hydrate at any point that is necessary. Oh, it's dry and race. Okay, so we'll be seeing a lot of Inters runs then, and definitely some dry setups, which means we might see some shocks in qualifying. Got your teeth in? I've got my false teeth in, and I'm ready to not pronounce any of my T's because that's what I do. And I'm ready to stammer so much that it makes any person with a stammer look normal. As Tier Full Steel comes to the first what would be DRS straight if it was dry, a little bit of a snap. He's got the one of the kick salbers there. He does go the full you have a meme already? Oh no. I can't wait to see it. As you would expect, Tier Full Steel does go purple in Sector 1. However, here's the first car to set a time. I imagine we'll be seeing a lot of drivers trying different fuel loads to try and gauge what is going to work. As a very big snap there from Tiff still. He is almost out of battery, which is very, very, not concerning, but he's definitely drained a lot in the first two sectors and won't have as much to play with. But he does get a nice tow from the Ferrari of what is power and is cool. As he goes through Stowe. I think that's one Stowe. I can never remember these corner names. I'm going to sound like a complete... Even though I'm British myself, I'm going to sound like a complete, utter... I need a track map, that's what I need. But as Tiffill Steel comes to cross the line, the first as he goes off line to take the corner, as David confirms, it is Stowe. So I am very happy with that, but I am going to quickly grab a track map because I do not trust myself. As I believe next car to cross the line will be that guy. As he goes a 138.7, and then the Aston Martin of JohnJohn goes P1, a full 9/10 faster than that guy. We have a yellow, which I believe is Codcamper letting through. Yeah, just drivers letting through. As Madagamer goes P4 and has invalidated this next lap. Rothwell goes P5. And next driver to cross the line will be JJ, but he's invalidated. And then we've got Ethan up next, who is not on a battery run. But he will still get the opportunity to go again. Next driver to cross the line will be Nico Gamer to set a lap time, and he will go P4 with a 14.6. No, that's not a bad thing, especially if it's a home track. You should really know. It's a bad thing that I don't know them. I mean, what's the thing I'm really... I guess it's like train routes or something. Train routes is usually mine. As you know, who's next to the line? I think. Let's watch Codcamper's lap. Why not? Let's see what Codcamper, of course, got pole last week in Spain. Unfortunately, wasn't able to cap it off with a win because of a safety car. One of the latest of the 3 safety cars we had. Had just come out after he had pit, so he unfortunately wasn't able to win the race, but he was able to get the podium, I believe. Good evening, Rids. I hope you're doing very well, mate. I hope you're looking forward to this. It's a wet qualifying, and it's going to be a fully dry race, from what we've been told from our my correspondent in the pit lane, Ethan, who is also driving the Haas car. I do need educating, but that's down to me personally. In the madness of all that whole spiel, we've just IIRL has gone 5th fastest with a 140, and JJ has gone 10th with a 40.8, and Codcamper's done a 41.2, but I believe he is doing a longer run. Damn start, yes it is. I mean, it's in British fashion, to be honest with you. So, oh, and Sano has gone P2 with a 38.2, 4/10 off JohnJohn. Who's next across the line? I believe that will be an Alpine of maybe Tiffill Steel. He's invalidated. And then there is a Alpha, not an Alpha, a stake if one team kicks Sauber, who is had a very big moment in Stowe. But it's Rothwell, so we'll see what he can do when he crosses the line. Hopefully he'll be able to improve on a 140.8, which it does look like he might, but he invalidates his next run. which is very unfortunate. JJ is coming to the line next. He is 5/10 faster than his previous lap time. Good evening, Smokey. I hope you're doing very well. Good evening, Human Titan. Welcome to the stream. We have a Silverstone race in our no assist here tonight. Welcome to it. As JJ has gone P7 and Codcamper has improved to a 38.6, which has put him P5. Let's watch Padge, who is currently on his way through the final couple of corners through Club, and he goes P8 with a 39.8. Let's give Mal. Who's next across the line? That's that guy, but let's just let things settle down. Let's watch Ethan on his lap. Really, I thought this was yeah, this is what are you talking about, David? Yeah, this is Brands Hatch. Like you can see the really dippy bit, dippy turn 1, and it's surprisingly one of the only other British tracks that I've actually driven a sim car at, other than Silverstone. So, as we have the two V carbs letting cars through. Honestly, I think he must be, but as Ethan comes to the end of his run, or this lap, he's running low on battery. As Codcamper goes fastest with a 136.5, a tenth quicker than JohnJohn. Ethan goes P7 with a 38.2. Marlboro has invalidated. Velocity Gamer is currently on a lap, but Power is Cool is one of our 3 drivers who have not finished. As Power is Cool goes through Stowe. What about Simply? I only know of the name of Donington Park. I have not seen a race there or done any sort of sim racing there either. As Powen comes to the line, he does a 38.2 and goes P8. And in the mix of that, we saw that guy go P2 with a 36.5 and Willow come in with a 36.6. As Velocity Gamer is going to be our next car to the line at the end of his run. Yeah, Rids, I can't say I've been, unfortunately. I should try and get my dad to take me sometime or something. Cause yeah, I should try and do that. Laguna is better though. Yeah, that track I have driven some cars around as Velocity Racer. It does a 138.1 and puts himself P9. As Marlboro has now started a lap. And we'll see what he can do. Watch his lap. Driven past, but no. Where? Nah, I'm not gonna ask where is Donington because that's. Asena goes P1 with a 36.2. If your dad hasn't taken you yet, tell him that he needs to pull his finger out. Yeah. You know what I will do? I'll text him after the stream and get him to take me to Donington at some time. As Marlboro has invalidated his lap, so every single driver bar Marlboro has set a time, so we will have to keep track of who is finishing and who is starting a lap. I think Madagamer is about to start a lap. And good evening, Goldilocks. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. Velocity Racer comes into the pits. We've got a AlphaTauri, not AlphaTauri, Stake F1 team kicks Sauber off Rothwell, who goes P6, 37.6. And then I believe that is Marlboro coming to start another lap. As we have 4 minutes left in this qualifying session. As Marlboro has invalidated again, unfortunately. As Powin has selected the soft tyres, he has for some reason got his mechanics to change his tyres, even though it does not look anywhere close to dry conditions yet. Nico Gamer is half a tenth down. Padge is 8 seconds down, but he's also invalidated, so that probably adds up. Willow has also invalidated. That Codcamper. Oh, hello, that guy. That guy has just gone quickest of the pack. He's gone a full 5/10 quicker than Sano, who is currently P2. We'll see what Sano can do on his current lap. He's getting a bit of slipstream from his teammate of Ethan tonight. Yeah, it's a very confusing thing to get your head around, but it causes some funny situations because you genuinely don't know who you're talking about, and anyone who hasn't, I should just call him Guy, like as Rothwell has retired. But he thinks he's comfortable and he's retired in the pit lane, so all is fine and dandy there. Padge has also joined him in retiring, so as Sano comes through club corner. Across the line, he improves to a 35.5, which is 2/10 quicker than that guy. Call him 691244. Sounds like a Star Wars thing. As Marlboro has got, I believe, 2. Yeah, he's got. This is as that guy retires from session. There is a Alpine round at Stowe. No, that's wrong. Club. As Willow goes fastest, 5/10 quicker than JohnJohn. Of course, it's raining. We're in Britain. Yep. Luckily, it's not going to rain in the race, though, so we'll be very happy with that. As Tearful Steel. Don't know what happened there. With that. Oh, Madagame is on the soft tyres. That was Vale. Oh, yeah, see? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Oh. Yeah, feel free to put all the memes you want in the chat, as Madagamer has been disqualified for the session. Yep, we will go no further from that. Who is currently on a lap? I believe. Marlboro went P6 in that to go alongside what will be alongside his teammate. We've got Deflated Wee currently on a lap. Let's see what he can do. He's not on the chopping block as of yet, but it has stopped raining in the mix of all that. I imagine that the weather will probably start up again before Q2. But if it doesn't, then we could be in for some juicy stuff. As we've got more yellows of just cars letting each other through. As we are now down to the finish line, so drivers are finishing their final runs. We will keep an eye on who crosses the line first. So, Powerless Call will be the first driver to cross the line. It'll be the first driver to cross the line first. Yep, the words. And he will go He'll go P7 with a 36.7. We've got Marlboro pitting. I believe he's run out of fuel. Deflated Wee is pitted. He believes he is safe. Tearful Steel is up next, but he's not on a fast run. We got JJ up next. Can he make it through? He can. He goes P12. And that just leaves Nico Gamer to finish the line, and he could potentially push his teammate out of this session. We are losing 2 drivers as Codcamper has gone fastest with a 34.2. Very quick. And doesn't Nico Gamer put his teammate out of qualifying? And he does. Jumps up to P7 with that lap. That was absolutely class. Great. Thanks, David. There's the first meme of the night. We'll have to we'll wait and see what else you can come up with. As so that ends our Q1 session. Codcamper's provisional pole, JohnJohn P2, Willow P3, Sailor P4, that guy P5. I've just seen that the Power and His Cool and Tearful Steel have both got 5-place grid penalties for something. And the 2 drivers that we are losing from this session are Madagamer, who was disqualified, and Velocity Racer, who was out-qualified by his teammate. As Nico Gamer says he lost it. You lost it through turn 9, but you still make. Yeah, that just shows how much the track was drying at the end of the session. As it is not raining for Q2, but it is drying. We could potentially see the softs before the end of Q2. We're going to wait to see what the drivers decide to do. As Ethan has decided to... and drivers are starting to select the soft tyres, so I wonder if people are thinking that it is going to dry up. As Willow is the first car out on track in his Visa Cash App racing ball car thingy maboggy, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I think Willow might just want to get used to the track conditions. Minardi. I'm just going to go around calling it a Minardi for the rest of the season. Let's just do that instead. That sounds like more fun. Even though I wasn't watching racing when Minardi were around, it's a Minardi to a lot of people. So yep, we're setting a trend. That's what we're doing. As we've got 6 of the 6 drivers out on track currently. We've got a mix of tyres out on track. Even though Willow is the first cut out on track, I want to see how Ethan is doing. How Ethan and Tearful Steel are doing with them being on the... I'm not that young. in the terms of it, I'm not that young, unfortunately. But I'm only 22. As Ethan is giving us a little shimmy. A little bit of a show. As Willow has now started his lap, but the track does look quite as there is a... I think that is Rothwell who has gone off the gravel on his outlap. Very unfortunate for him. But we will go on with Willow, if I can find him. We'll see what he can do. As wow, that is a very, very, very shaky start from Willow. The track conditions obviously either getting drier by the second, as I think IIRL is on a lap as well. He's also on the intermediates. He's not had a big snap as of yet that we've seen, but we will wait to see what he can produce. The track does look like it's getting drier, obviously. I don't want to be like Captain Obvious, but you know. And as he goes through Stowe, I'm having to think about these things now, because if I get it wrong, I look like an absolute fool. Whereas IIRL comes across the line first, he does a 34.7, which is quicker than what they were doing in Q1, so it shows the track is definitely getting drier. We have Codcamper coming into the pits, so definitely thinks that it might be time for Stowe. Okay, it's in that order. Thank you. I've got a track map up. As Willow goes P2 with a 2 minutes and 5 second lap. Yeah, I've got a track map up, but I can't think of it on the fly, and I have to validate it with my brain to make sure that it's right. Watch none of the drivers on softs are on laps currently, but let's ride along with Sano in. I think it's his first time back for a little while in IIRL, as JohnJohn goes quickest with a 33.6. In Sector 1, Sano does a 29.4, which is purple of the people on track, apparently. I do not hold any values to that, so we will have to wait and see to see what actually happens when he crosses the line. Track definitely does look a lot drier now. Ethan did set a lap time on the soft tyres. He did a 155.4 something. As Willow goes fastest with a 133.4, which is a tenth and a half quicker than JohnJohn. JohnJohn did not race last week, so he will be looking for a comeback drive this week to keep his P1 in the Drivers' Championship on lock. He's looking to regain the title for, I don't know how many times he's won the title, but who is Stano went P3 with 33.7. Rothwell is currently on the intermediate tyres. Thank you very much, David, for that information. It will definitely leave my mind again. I will do my best to remember it. Nico Gamer broke his front wing, apparently, on his lap. That's very unfortunate. Human tyre. I thought someone went straight on. Yes. As JohnJohn has left the session. That is a very... he has left his car on the track. He left the car in the pit lane, so it's not too bad. That's not a great start that JohnJohn would be wanting. As Rothwell goes P6 with a 35.3. has deflated Wee in that space of time, as Rothwell has gone very far off the track at turn 3. So he has now invalidated his lap, but we have more drivers getting underway. One of them is Codcamper, as JJ has gone straight on. We've got, I think that's that guy letting a driver through. So Codcamper is the main car on. The track definitely does seem like it's ready for, not too ready yet for dries. But we'll have to see what, as Willow has now selected the Gold's Mechanics to stick on the soft tyres. Rothwell giving his best Ken block. Yes, exactly. I believe that is a JJ round, or letting through Powen, who is also on a lap. Let's see what Codcamper can do in Sector 2. There's a combined 106. I'll have to wait and see to how that compares to the Willow and JohnJohn's times. As he goes through a Vale now into Club Corner, got it right. Small gains. And to end his lap, he goes quickest with a 32.3. And next we have Tearful Steel crossing the line. And Tearful Steel goes P8. Nico Gamer has invalidated, hasn't lost his front wing though. That guy I believe has just won a 154. And JJ did a 2-minute 2. Trying to keep who is out on track is very difficult. Padge is about to start a lap, so our Lord and Saviour Padge. We'll give him a little. We'll see what Padge can do on his lap, but he's kept it in none. Might have forgotten to turn it on. I've eaten a cookie. Yes, cookie. Is it chocolate chip or is it mint choc chip, or what cookie do I get? As Ethan is starting a lap now. We'll see what Ethan can produce. He is hoping to make it into Q3. You're my choice. Yes. As JohnJohn has unfortunately left again. JohnJohn is not having a good time. Anything you like, Pebble. Yeah, chocolate chip cookie is. As DRS has now been enabled, that will definitely help Ethan going into Stowe. It definitely means the track is ready for dry tyres. As JJ has just done a 138.5. As Ethan now goes through Maggots and Beckett's here. And turns on his DRS. I've never been to Silverstone, so I can't really say I have. Unfortunately. Padge went P10 as Ethan has invalidated at Club. It's very unfortunate, but you need to get your dad to take you to the museum there. He needs to take me to Donington Park and now Silverstone to the museum. Someone got hit with a bomb. Oh no. As JJ is a second, 2.3 seconds up on his previous best lap time. Shows you how much the track is ramping up here tonight, people. JJ goes through club and finishes his lap time as that guy is retired from session, and JJ goes P7 as JohnJohn has come back. We've got a minute and 53 seconds left, so that is JJ done for qualifying, or Q2. He will not have the chance to set another lap. He might have a chance, actually, thinking about it. If his tyres can survive, he has another chance. Next up to finish a lap as Tearful Steel round Cops has had a big snap. Ethan has invalidated his lap again, but he has a chance of going again as JohnJohn has retired from the session in the pit lane. He thinks he's safe. As Steely, welcome. It is no longer raining, unfortunately, but it was raining through Q1. It is drying. Yeah, Ethan said it was going to be raining for Q1, Q2 and Q3, but it seems to be drying up quicker than we expected. As 3 drivers have not yet been able to set a lap time. But we've got 38 seconds left of the session, so as loads of the drivers coming through club now are going to start their lap times, start their final laps. I'm good, Steely. How are you? As Nico Goma goes fastest, he did not break his front wing on his lap, so he is now on provisional pole. Next up to cross the line will be Malbro, and anyone else who crosses the line from this point will be it. Malbro goes P3 and Deflated Wee goes P1, so track times are definitely ramping up. Padge has invalidated, so that unfortunately means that he is out. Ethan has also invalidated, which means he is out as well. Powen is up next. We'll see what Powen can cross the line with. Will he be able to make it through and knock IIRL into the bottom 5? He does. Next up will be Codcamper to cross the line. He is already through to Q3. As Codcamper crosses the line now and goes fastest. Next up is Willow, who also goes fastest, and then we have Sano, who goes P2. Next up is one of the state car of Rothwell, who makes it through to Q3 as of now. As I've just seen, as IIRL gets pushed to up to P5, who has gone out in P11? It is our reigning champion, JohnJohn. JohnJohn with his connectivity to his car issues has not made it through to Q3 for what has. I don't know when the last time that happened was, but the track times ramped up. Yeah, Ethan, unfortunately, I did catch that on stream. But you were unlucky not to make it through. I genuinely think you would have been in with a good chance. So for Q2, our top 10 are Willow, Sano, Codcamper, Deflated Wheat, IIRL, Nico Gamer, Rothwell, Powen is Cool, Malbro, who made it through on the intermediates, and that guy. And going out in Q2 are our reigning champion of Season 7, JohnJohn, JJ, Padge, Tearful Steel, and Ethan. Ethan, very unlucky to not um, not able to set a representative lap time. Nico Gamer through on to Q3 on his debut. Congratulations, Ethan. Not Ethan. Congratulations, Nico. Oh no! First it was club. First it was corner names, and now it's people. Sorry, Nico. Congratulations to you. As now it is through to. Now we are into Q3. Our top 10 shootout. As we are now waiting for drivers to get out on track. The Ferrari car of one of them will be the first out on track, but he is beaten out on track by Rothwell from the end of pit lane benefits. And we'll see how this track is doing after it looks now pretty dry, so I imagine everyone will be looking forward to these conditions as Rothwell lets Willow through on track, so we'll have to. Willow is now our lead car of this pack. As Steely makes a simile, which is very nice to see. David's got some gravel and rubber from Silverstone. Ooh. He wants. Oh, you're getting some this year. Oh, cool. Try and get some carbon fibre. There's bound to be some pieces left over. Treat it like Barry getting a piece of Savitar's suit from Season 3 of The Flash, if any of you know that reference, you're all legends. As Willow gets us under running, up and running, that's the one, for the first runs of Q3. As Willow gets ready to open his DRS. Goes into the middle of the track because the track makers didn't do a good job of making track, and there are bumpy bits on the racing line. No 10 drivers are currently on laps. As Willow now exits Maggots and Beckett's and onto the Hanger Straight, I believe. Yeah, that's correct. And we'll see what he can produce. Wait, do you drive her in the F2s? Oh no! Bumps as Willow goes. What does it? 1:26.2. I am not touching that lap time. Rothwell and Powen and Cod, and I will do this after everyone's done. Codcamper goes provisional pole in the mix of that. Deflated Wee goes P3. That guy invalidated his run. Iraska goes P4. Sano is up next and goes P6. Nico Gamer is up next. He's still got his front wing and goes P7, which leaves Malbro, the final car to cross the line, and goes P9 with a 28.4. Oh, that guy might go again, but other than that, these drivers are all yes, got it right. What guy? That guy. We need to spot command for Nico Gamer. At this point, yes. If he loses his front wing in the race, I feel like he is a deserving candidate. And now we see all drivers come to the pit. We'll see if that guy is. We'll see if that guy is. We'll see if that guy is going to go again, which he is. We'll see what that guy can produce for his first run of Q3. As so as that guy enters the first DRS straight. Honestly, I don't even know who sets up the commands, but I tried getting one and then I didn't get one. Now I want one, and then as JohnJohn is back, oh, even though he is out in Q2 for the first time in forever. Steely, are you just going through all the commands? I rate it. As that guy is coming to the end of his lap even. As that guy goes P4 with a 26.6, which is 2 thousandths off deflated. And the next car on a lap currently is Nico Gamer, who crosses the line and stays P8. Unfortunately, did run out of battery. Codcamper is the next car on an outlap. David, I think you need to... Yeah, Goldilocks has a very similar one to that, so I think you should be... And Steely steals the words from my mouth. Yeah, that one's very similar. So you need to find something a bit more creative. You see, that Codcamper, I think, has forgotten to put his battery into none, because he has not got a lot of battery for his main lap. I think he might have forgotten he's not on an out lap. Unless he's coming in, then which he is. Okay, that leaves next up IIRL. Oh yes, we should have had featured driver back. That would have been such a great re-edition. I love doing the featured driver. Because yeah, David, it used to be a thing, and then he doesn't. I guess Ridge does not have one. Hashtag no. Perfect. That's great news, Steely. As IIRL now enters the Wellington Straight. Lewis banned to press Spurs sufferer. Who do you think is winning everyone? Who do you want to win? I think I'll wait to see who's on pole before making my position. Because I genuinely I think it could depend on who is where and where is who. Because hey, I don't know enough about politics to be a politician. As um every other driver is now starting their out laps. But IIRL is going to be the first driver to start a run or start his final run. But if he does invalidate, he might have enough time. He might just have enough time to make it round track and set another one. I won't hold my fingers up in the world. I won't hold my hand up in the world and say that I know for sure. So you spouting absolute garbage or just saying what we want to hear. I mean, you've got to say enough to know. You got to say enough so that people think that you're good. But then you could just make. You generally just make. Oh, as IIRL has invalidated it on his final run. If he makes it around quick enough, he might have enough time. But I think he knows that it's going to be too much of an ask. So Deflated Wee will be our first driver on a. Some politician is quite as useful as your right hand. Those Deflated Wee start comes to the end of sector 1. He is just under a tenth faster. As now he makes his way through. As IIRL is now done with qualifying, he's currently P5. We'll see if he can stay there. Deflated Wee is now 3 tenths up, which would keep him P3 from current maths. As he now comes through the final couple of corners. Does go fastest with a 122, as next up is Rothwell, as I believe Nico Gamer has gone round. Unfortunate for him. Powen goes P6. I think Willow, no, it's that guy, is P4. Mercedes of Codcamper is up next and goes and Willow is 2 tenths up, so he will take pole. He is the first driver to make it into the 25s, and he does it on his final lap. As much use as a one-legged man kicking. Alright, so at the end of Q3, our top 10 are Willow on pole, Deflated Wee P2, Codcamper P3, all separated by 2.5 tenths. That guy P4, IIRL P5, Sano P6, Powen P7, Rothwell P8, Nico Gamer P9, after not losing his front wing but unfortunately spinning at the end of Interclub, and Marlboro P10. Love you too, guys. Love you too. And it is sunny for our race, as we were specifically told. And now I will. Now we're on our 5 minute, our usual 5 minute break. Allow our drivers to use the bathroom or do whatever they need to do. That's a new nickname. That's an original one. I'll give you props for that, David. Now I will hit you with my prediction for the race. Unfortunately, Steely, I do not believe I have access to the old featured drivers um forms. I'm not 100% sure, and I really don't know where they would be. But okay, so my prediction for the race, I'm going to throw a curveball out there, and I am going to say that I think JohnJohn is going to win. I don't think he'll cross the line first, but I think he will win. I think JohnJohn will win from P11 on the grid. Bring out the I'll bring out a question for you that's definitely been asked, and you probably know the answer to. In fact, yeah, let's do that first. What are your guys' predictions? Of course, Ethan said deflated. David is saying that Willow will win. That's definitely a tongue twister. You go on, Steely. What's your prediction? Nico Gamer says he's going to lose his front wing. Oh yeah, the tree to win. Groot. That's bold. It is. But we know what JohnJohn can do as long as nothing goes wrong. He will definitely be looking forward to his chances. If Willow will win is a, it is. You've got four W's in 3 words. Try saying that super fast. Willow will win. Willow will win. Willow will win. See? If if Willow will win one, Willow will win. If Willow wins, I'm going to try and create one on the spot. If Willow wins one race, Willow will win one. If Willow will win one race, Willow will win 1-1. That's the best I could come up with in short notice. Or at least on the spot. To win, he must cross the line first. As things have not started well for JohnJohn, he has decided to leave his car. And he has left his car on the grid, so that is not a great start from our reigning champion. Which basically means that I have jinxed him, I have cursed him. Everything you do not want to see. Willow Weecod from Steely. Am I okay? Yes. I hope. I had to get food. I do not blame you. We welcome food, love. Yeah, what type of food did you get? Because there's a right answer and there's a wrong answer. Well, from that chicken place. I want to get the new double down thing from there. Oh, Oh, never mind. It's homemade. But yeah, I mean it would definitely be cheaper, so can't really say much about that. As I believe we are now about to. Is it? Yeah, other chicken shops are available. But I think we are about to get underway for our formation lap. Willow is going to lead the the line, lead the drivers out. What strategies have people selected? Almost everyone is on the mediums, as JohnJohn is back. As I did forget that we did have two drivers on grid penalties, or third place grid penalties, so they have moved JohnJohn up to P10. Luckily for JohnJohn. And JohnJohn is on the soft tyres. He unfortunately did not get a choice of strategy because he made it back to his car late. Of course, oh, something else. Of course, the hard tyres are back in IIRL for this week. It is the first time since I want to say like round 2 since the hard tyres have been allowed, and they will probably not be used by half the drivers on the grid. But we welcome them with honour and with enjoyment. As we now wait for the cars to finish their formation laps, we have got absolutely no issues at the moment. As Willow will now come to his his starting grid box, and we'll see what he'll be hoping for a good result from today's race, as he pulls into his pit box. No one has been disqualified as soon as I say that. Nico and Marlborough. Good evening, Johnny B. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the race. It is going to be dry. So as all the drivers finish to their formation lap, it is 5 red lights and away they fly on the way down into turn 1. Willow gets a great start. Sano goes ahead of IIRL. There is that guy is side by side with, I believe, Sano that was, but as Marlborough has fallen down the order, but mostly everyone does make it through unscathed. Padge going off, unfortunate, as IIRL spins in spectacular fashion, as Nico makes his way through on that guy on the faster soft tyre. Willow has got a half a second lead on the deflated Wii. As Nico does go off at Cops, Ethan and Powen makes his way past Ethan into Maggots and Beckett's. JohnJohn is somehow up to P6. Yeah, P6 after starting P10. Steely's new rival, is switching places with Rothwell, and Rothwell has retired from the session, and we have a VSC. That is very unfortunate for Rothwell. Unfortunately, we weren't able to capsulate what happened there. But that is our first VSC of this race. That is very, very nuts. Now, IIRL would have been hoping for a full safety car to be able to make his way back to the back of the pack. That's a lot of words. As safety car is now over, Codcamper is attacking the back of deflated Wii, and nothing is able to come of it. You can see that Willow did get a run on deflated Wii because he has now broken DRS to deflated Wii. But Willow will be hoping that he can run away with it. Drivers are very, very close with each other, and Codcamper and deflated Wii have swapped places. Sano has also, and Nico has also made his way on way past deflated, and I believe JohnJohn is not going to attempt anything. As Codcamper sets the fastest lap of the race at this current moment, as Tearful Steel takes it back. Deflated Wii makes his way past Nico Gamer into turn 2, but Nico Gamer did have a look but didn't attempt anything. Of course, the story of this race will be if JohnJohn can make his way back to the front. Rothwell's getting memed, very unfortunate for him. Well, I wonder what actually happened there. Unfortunately, we were not able to catch it. The production team that were fired after the Spain race last week were not able to give me any information on the incident. Oh, Codcamper is back, able to close the gap to Willow. However, there is a 1.4 second gap from Sano to Codcamper. Codcamper might be looking for the move on Willow. But deflated Wii uses the DRS to make his way past Sano, as Sano does go a little wide and does have the... and JohnJohn, and through goes JohnJohn. Yeah, too early for that. JohnJohn will be looking at his way through. There has been a little pile-up, but I believe that is IIRL making a move on, attempting a move on JJ. But back up to the pack, JohnJohn is making an attempt pass on Nico. Ethan is switching positions with Nico. Nico does have a look down the inside. There is space there. Will, as that guy has a attempt. And that everything settles down. As JohnJohn now makes his way past Sano, and Codcamper makes his way past Willow with the use of DRS, and JohnJohn has made his way past deflated Wii as well. JohnJohn is on the alternate strategy here. A little bit of pile up from, they've got the two Hasses behind. So JohnJohn will be looking to enlarge the gap between the pack behind him. Padge has made a move on Velocity Racer. my nose started being funny and itchy. It had to be itched. Willow uses DRS to make his way past Codcamper. And that is all, as that seems to be calming down from the pack. However, Madagamer has overtaken Malbro. The front two making their way through Maggots and Beckett's. Codcamper does stay ahead. Any drivers wanting to go side by side? Nope, not as of yet. We're on to lap 6 here. There are Madagamer and Malbro are going at it. So we have a yellow, which I believe is very unfortunate for I think anything was cause of it. But Codcamper will make his way past Willow as Powen gets our first 3-second time penalty at the start of this race. Deflated Wee does go very deep and while overtaking Donald, so JohnJohn does keep the position. We got Sano is very close to the back of Deflated Wee after Deflated Wee locked up or went deep. I cannot give you confirmation on which one, because the smoke shows either way. As Codcamper does re-overtake Willow, but I have a feeling that Sano might attempt, if he is close enough, an overtake on Deflated Wee. He is not, so we'll have to... Powen overtakes the car, and that is Tearful Steel into the pit lane. And he will be the first driver to pit in this race. So as Tearful Steel goes on to the allowed hard tyres till the end of this race, he'll be hoping to be able to catch up to the pack and hope that the undercut works for them. That guy and Nico does slot in behind. I imagine that will be a warning for him. Very unfortunate, so he'll be trying not to get a 3-second time penalty. Willow and Codcamper switch positions again. Nah, Steely, drink everything that you want out there. As Tearful Steel gets their first 3-second time penalty of this race. JohnJohn is in the podium places. As we have a yellow, which is Ethan, unfortunately getting caught out at the loop. Steely, just don't be designated driver. That's your way around it. Or just don't drive anywhere. As for some reason, my my Siri decided to come up for no apparent reason. Other smartphones are available. Deflated Wheat is on the back of JohnJohn. JohnJohn does not have the benefits of DRS. So he Deflated Wheat will make his way past. I imagine JohnJohn is going to start struggling. Madagamer and Marlboro swap positions again. I wonder if either driver will come to the pit or make an attempt here. JohnJohn has made his way past Deflated Wheat again, as JJ gets... in the battle between JohnJohn Deflated and Sano here for P3. As Codcamper and Willow have swapped places again. As the three drivers battling for P3 stay where they are for now. Ethan makes his way past Powen. And Madagamer and Marlboro swap positions again. Madagamer gets his first 3-second time penalty of this race. And Willow and Codcamper swap again. Powen makes his way past Ethan. And we have a yellow, which is Tearful Steel. He is not enjoying life on those hard tyres. That undercut might be a little bit of a struggle for him. He might be hoping for a safety car now with 16 laps to go. A lot of drivers piled up into the loop. I would imagine there might be a slight Padge makes his way past Marlboro, but Marlboro has had a little moment, I believe. Ethan gets his first time penalty and Tearful Steel is back into the pit lane. Those hard tyres obviously not working in their favour. As Tearful Steel has now retired from the session, very unfortunate for them. JJ is around at Brooklands, I believe that one is. It's somewhere there, that'll do. It's Luffield, never mind, we move on. If brutality is honest, if brutality is honesty, then I am as brutal as it gets. The gap has started to get slightly wider between JohnJohn and second place. Padge has made his way past IIRL, who is because Padge has come into the pit lane. Johnny B, have you only just realised that? Johnny B, we've been in parties together. As Rothwell has decided to stop spectating this race from his the comfort of his garage. I imagine he got a scooter back to the pit lane. Hey Johnny. David, I'm going to request a meme about Johnny B now. for my laughter. You've made 2 memes about me, and now there's going to be one for Johnny B, as JohnJohn is our first driver in the top 5 to pit. He is the only one on the alternate strategy, so we'll have to see what happens when the tyres when the top 3 pit. JohnJohn has, because of Silverstone's pit lane length and speed limit, JohnJohn has dropped down to P12. But I would not be shocked if he makes up some of that time very quickly. Velocity Racer has also made his way to the pit lane and has pitted for the hards along with Padge. Ethan and Powen are side by side going through Luffield, and if Powen pulls off this move, that could have been very nice. I wonder if they are going to go side by side through Cops. They do not side, but that is a very, very beautiful overtake there from Ethan. Lovely little switchback. I think switchback kings will be proud of that. Back up to the front of the grid. Johnny B doesn't even know who I am. How can he love me? Codcamper and Willow, as Nico Gamer is our next driver on the soft tyres to pit in. And Ethan also comes in, so that means all our soft runners have pit. Now we are just waiting for the front runners to pit now on their alternate strategy. We are now halfway through this race, because I keep forgetting about the lap times, like they're a broken record. And Velocity Racer does get a 3-second time penalty. I can't remember if that's the first or second one that he has received. The Codcamper and Willow are using the benefits of each other to extend their gap to Deflated Wee, who is in a bit of no man's land. As Nico Gamer gets another 3-second time penalty. And IIRL makes his way past, and JohnJohn has made his first overtake, or one of his first overtakes, back up to try and catch up to the leaders on Marlborough. And Codcamper and Willow swap places again. JohnJohn has set the fastest lap of this race now, with 12 laps to go. Thank you very much, David, for that meme. I'm very much appreciated. David. Or if you're Spanish, David. These Codcamper and Willow are swapping places again. Yep, they're going to continue doing that until one of them decides to pit. Next closest battle is the battle for P6 between Aya, Powen and Madagamer. And Powen does make his way. Deflated Wheat is the first of the medium runners to pit along with that guy. They are looking to get the undercut on the top 2 drivers. Now see where they come out. as they pit onto the soft tyre to take them to the end of the race, which pushes this group of cars up to the battle for P4. So that does mean that the Flixby and that guy will come out P9 and P11 respectively. But I imagine that guy using his fresh softs will make his way past Nico Gamer. David, you can't remain lonely forever. As Codcamper and Willow swap places again. And this battle for P4 currently has Aya, Powen, and... no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. And Managamer. Steely, you gotta remember he's on. It's done it again. Go away, Siri. Thank you. As now, Codcamper pits, Sano pits, Powen carries on, JohnJohn carries on, Aya pits and Managamer pits, which means Willow has carried on for what might be one more run. I'm not saying that Steel, because I'm not having my phone bug out again. We have got a 3-car battle for P2 currently, with JohnJohn, Codcamper, and the car who hasn't pit of Powen yet. Willow is now in. We'll have to see where he comes out. As Goldilocks has just slapped Reds. What did you do to deserve that one, Reds? What did you do? Did you burn the food? As Powen is also in. As JohnJohn has... JohnJohn has unfortunately left his car. He has jumped out and gone back to the garage. As Willow will come out in P3. Ethan has made his way past Powen, who's coming out of the pit lane. And Codcamper has overtaken and so has Willow overtaken the ghosty ghost of JohnJohn. Bring out Casper. As Nico has also left his car in ghost mode. As Willow and Codcamper are back to their P1 and 2. JohnJohn will be hoping that he can get back into his car sooner rather than later. Otherwise, the top 2 are going to keep running away with it. Sano sets the fastest lap of this race at 28.6, as you can see. Deflated Wheat is now on the back of that JohnJohn car. Come on, Nico, you can get back in this race. We believe. We believe in Nico Gamer. Asano gets a 3-second time penalty. And JohnJohn is back. JohnJohn has got 5 seconds to catch up. And he will be hoping that him and probably Deflated Wee can work together. That guy has made his way past Marlboro, who is yet to pit. Marlboro going very long on his tyres. And he's not coming to the pitch yet. Because Willow now goes, sets the fastest lap of the race. And IIRL overtakes Ethan for P9. Now that JohnJohn has taken back control, he's got back into his car. Deflated Wheat and JohnJohn will be looking to, as JohnJohn has DRS, they will be looking to catch up to Cod and Willow, otherwise they will be fighting it out for P3. And for David's sake, I am staying hydrated. Hydration is key. As I believe we are about to see another What, David? Why do I feel like you're patting my head when you're saying that? As Willow goes a 10th quicker than his previous fastest lap win. We'll see what mind games will be played when it comes to lap 26. There's no one behind me. It's behind you. Just like Codcamper is on Willow. Codcamper looking to catch up ever so slightly. He is still within DRS, so be hoping that his undercut can... Yeah, we know that his undercut can work. As Marlboro has yet to pit still, he's currently running P7. The two drivers that pitted on the hards are Padge and Velocity Racer, who are currently P13 and P14, with Padge is 7 seconds off P12. You're invisible. Oh no. How'd you get that superpower? And Nico Gamer is back. Welcome back to the grid. Welcome back to the race. Codcamper and Willow are 5/10 within each other. As I imagine the DRS swapping will become very apparent very soon. Oh, you were just born like that, so you're just a real life Casper. I don't know if that's a good thing, unfortunately. Bet you get away with a lot of things being a ghost. As Nico Gamer, now that he's back in the session, does make his way through on Ethan, going into Brooklands. And JohnJohn and Deflated Wee are unfortunately now 6 seconds off the back of Codcamper. and these two are going. Willow and Codcamper are going to be making decisions about how they want to play this race. How has Marlboro not pitted yet? Do not ask me, because I have not got a clue. I do not want to know what he is doing. I reckon he might be trying to do a Schumacher or something and just not pit, and then pit the final lap. Maybe. I don't know, he's going to lose out on a bunch of time, because if the line was before... If the line was before his... After his grid box, it'd be fine. But as JohnJohn has now caught up to the back of deflated wheels, so maybe these soft tyres are slightly dipping off. There's been one every week for tyre whisperers, and this week it just so happens to be Marlboro. I'm about to, David. As Nico and Ethan swap positions again. Now we'll see another swap between Deflated Wee and JohnJohn, trying to catch up to the back as we've got a yellow, which is Nico Gamer. He is round and he doesn't have front wing damage, luckily. He will be able to carry on. Aya has overtaken Marlboro. Velocity Racer gets a 3-second time penalty. So are we seeing Marlboro come in with 3 laps to go? So Marlboro has finally pit after 23 laps. We'll see where he comes out and what he's going to be able to do with these 3 last laps. So it does look like it's going to be a battle between Willow and Codcamper for the win. I need a bit. Yes, I do. I got a couple of cans in. Steely's joining in on this joke now as well. Can't blame you. You really can't. I don't have teeth. I have. They're just some stuff that I got for some cheap alcohol I got for Christmas. So nothing too special. It's going to be absolutely awful to drink, but it's alcohol, so you know we're gonna have fun with it. You got a present for me, okay? Love it. Oh wait, have you not put it in yet? Or is that the Oh, for crying out loud. Good evening, Redeemer. Welcome to the final couple of laps of this race. We've got a 2-horse battle for the win. It's now in there, and I've seen it, and I now know what I need to do. I now need to prepare myself. As magically both, yes, we need it. I mean, unfortunately, this is one of the only tracks where the soft tyres are useful, so I doubt it. But hopefully, we can see JohnJohn maybe get the podium place from Deflated Wee. So we've got 2 interesting battles here. We have got the battle for P, the race win, and we have got the battle for P3 between Deflated Wee and JohnJohn. back up to the front of the pack. We might be seeing some tactics right now, as Codcamper has decided not to overtake Willow. See from this lovely onboard that you can get a little idea of what is going through Codcamper's eyes when he is looking at the back of that Willow. A final lap battle for the lead? Yes, it is, my friend. It is a final lap, a final lap battle for the win, and also for the last podium place of P3 as well. We've got some very, very juicy stuff, as Deflated Wee has overtaken JohnJohn just before Stowe. And we're now entering the final lap where all is possible. And while we're doing that, we're going to see... Actually, we're not going to look at penalties. Pick up a penguin. We're not going to look at penalties, but we will be able to give them a little visual at the end. Oh... I imagine this is going to lead into a very nice battle going into club. Okay, fine. You can see the damage. I've just got to make sure I remember where it is. Okay, so Willow has a 3-second time penalty. That's massive. Willow has a 3-second time penalty. That's just come in now. So Codcamper is destined to win this race as long as he doesn't get one as well. Sano gets 3 seconds, that guy has 3 seconds, IIRL has 3 seconds, Metagamer has 3 seconds, that guy has 6 seconds, sorry, I'm doing this too quickly to, I imagine that, Codcamper is going to look at overtaking Willow, just in case Willow tries to get that, 3-second time penalty removed. So will he? He's not going for it. So that means that Codcamper is going to win his. I believe this is his first win in no assist here, and Willow will cross the line P2 after getting a penalty just at the end. JohnJohn crosses the line P3. Deflated Wee crosses the line P4. Sano crosses the line P5. That guy crosses the line P6. Ethan gets another 3-second time penalty. As IIRL has gone straight on at the final lap. Metagamer takes P7. Ethan takes P8. Powen takes P9. Up to P8 because of Ethan's penalties. That means Nico Gamer will cross the line P10, but he is going to have it taken off him by Padge, which means Padge scores a point after doing the alternative of the alternative of strategies pitting onto the HUDs. Malbro, after doing a very interesting strategy, crosses the line P12. Velocity Racer crosses the line P13, and that leaves JJ crossing the line to finish P14. Not a good race for the Sauber cars. Yeah, Human Torch, a Titan, even. IIRL crashed on the final corner of the race. Yeah, it was a very good race, a very good lot of battling there, as Codcamper does his very flamboyant celebration, as we have a very, very lovely podium, as I believe Aya may have had some technical difficulties with his wheel. And Codcamper will be very happy celebrating his win. That is a very good end to this race, as Codcamper crosses the line to win his first NA race. Willow crosses the line P2, unlucky with a 3-second time penalty at the end. JohnJohn comes back from P10 on the grid and disconnections to get the final podium place. Deflated We crosses the line P4. Sano on his return crosses the line P5. That guy's P6. Monagamer P7. Powen is cool is P8. Ethan is P9. Padge is P10. Nico Malbro, Velocity Racer, JJ P14 up to P14. Aya Tearful Steel and Rothwell are our DNFs of the race. As we have discussions of on-track battles between drivers in the chat. So yeah, that is from the look of it, Titan. It does seem that there was some technical. Oh, he spun. Um, he spun on the very final corner, so that is very unfortunate for him. But in other words, I am really hoping that you guys enjoyed that race. I think it was a very good race and very much sets up the battle going into this season with, I believe, if I check the standings at the moment, that we have at the end of this race it will be, yeah, I think Willow is going to take the lead of the Drivers' Championship and go ahead of JohnJohn by 3 points. So there's going to be a 3-point gap from my knowledge. And Codcamper, no, it will not. That's not right. That's wrong. Ignore everything I've just said. I think Codcamper takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship, and JohnJohn goes down to P2 and Willow drops down to P3. Or it's some order. I'll remind you guys next week. I can't do the maths right now, but there is some shake-up in the order which I can't work out in my head. But I'm hoping you guys enjoyed that race as much as I did. It was great fun watching it. Of course, we got to see loads of different strategies. We will be back in IIRL on Thursday with our F2 tier. So, David, I will be seeing you then, and we will have a fun little battle. And you will be with our P2 driver, Willow, for that race. He will be the streamer. Unfortunately, there was no stream last Thursday, but Steinos won. That's basically what you need to know. And we will be back, and then there will be Sunday's race in assist tier, and you will have snacks for that. You sound like Mickey Mouse. That's not a bad thing. Just means that anything can happen. So I will hope that you enjoyed that, and we will be back on Thursday and Sunday at 7:30 p.m. GMT. Other times are available, but I do not know them. So I will be back next week, where we have the first, I think it's the first time that we will be doing Portugal on this game. Yeah, just to confirm, it is Portugal. So we will have Portugal next week. So I will be back then for that, and I will see you guys next week.